It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Oilers and the reigning Super Bowl champs on...
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Shifts by him. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to about the 37. Second down and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Throwing Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now Jones. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the ball, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Back to throw. Downing. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Downing. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Operating from the gun. Downing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Jones throwing on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing on first down. Downing. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Downing. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Downing.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, Downing, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw. Downing. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Make some good plays today.
Looking to throw. Downing. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Houston set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw. Jones. puts him in stride. Still going inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Downing. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
But I think the ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg. Downing. That is caught. Oh, look at that. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Downing. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Downing. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Black Knights have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This is the time where holds are made. Come on, guys. Keep going. Keep going.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Stop, big stop. Put him down, defense. All right, control the trenches in here, guys. Shut them down.
Off the play fake. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they bought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down. Downing. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Downing. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jones on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. To throw on third down. Downing. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Black Knights use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 21-13, a little under 1:50 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
To throw is Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now 2nd and 4. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Jones. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one.